The SMCR is the Senior Manager Certification Regime. This is a new system for the regulation of financial services businesses. It's applied to some businesses since 2016, but it will now be run out so that it covers essentially all businesses regulated by the FCA, and will make changes to the way those businesses are regulated and the way they need to be run. It's important to know about this now because it has a big effect on the way businesses run and the personal liability of senior managers within the business. It will be coming into effect on the 9th of December 2019, and so you need to make various changes before then to be ready for it, and once it's in place you'll need to change your behaviour to make sure you're not caught out and become personally liable for things that happen within the business. This will bring about changes in the way that the businesses are regulated. Previously, under the approved persons regime, the system was simply that managers within a business were approved as being fit and proper to perform a function. Under the senior managers regime, the most senior managers are approved to perform specific functions, and they are responsible for what happens within that part of the business, within their area of responsibility. So if a senior manager doesn't know about something within his area of the business, but should do, and there is a regulatory breach, then they can be personally liable for that. They now have to take reasonable steps to understand what's happening and to manage and control it. There have been enforcement actions against individual managers so far. There's actually been less than we expected. Since 2016, when this was introduced for the top tier of firms, there have been 19 enforcement actions. 10 of them have been discontinued, 9 are still going on, and only 1 has resulted in a sanction against senior managers. So you might think on that basis there's very little chance of anything bad happening to you. But you have to remember that during that time, firstly, we've been dealing with the largest and best resourced organisations who have a lot of resource to put into management support of these senior managers. Secondly, a lot of investigatory resource was taken up by the LIBOR and Forex investigations. Now those have come to an end, there is more available to look into what other senior managers are doing and what's happening within businesses. So we're expecting to have a greater number of investigations, and the likelihood of enforcement action is higher. In order to get ready for the SMCR, you need to work out what the responsibilities of each manager are, and they'll be set out in a statement of responsibilities. It's important that it accurately reflects what the senior manager actually does, because if there is a regulatory breach within the organisation, the FCA would look at that statement of responsibilities to see whose responsibility it is, but they would also look at what is actually done in practice. And if a senior manager has in practice been taking responsibility for something not on that statement of responsibilities, they will be found to be responsible. There should also be a management responsibilities map for most firms, and this will set out in one document a map showing the different responsibilities of each senior manager, so you can see that there are no gaps and every regulated activity is covered. These are 2 very important documents, and you then need to make sure that your managers are ready to behave in a way which will protect them from personal liability and protect the organisation from enforcement under the new regime. Remember, the regime is designed at identifying an individual who is responsible for each part of the organisation. So whenever something goes wrong, the finger will point at a particular person. So one of the things you need to do is to remove areas of doubt, areas of joint responsibility. If as a senior manager you're jointly responsible with somebody else and something slips through the net, you will both be held responsible. So it's a thing that is best avoided.